Hootsuite, made the move over to the UK, and is now working as the Global Sales Development Manager. So Liz, welcome to the stage.
A little over 40 months ago, I was selling coffee machines in the basement of a department store in Canada before I got my job at Hootsuite. If you told me on my first day that I would be standing here talking to you all about sales development, sales, tech, SaaS, any of that, I would have laughed in your face. All I knew is that I'd landed a job that wasn't in retail and that I wasn't going back. Motivation comes in all shapes and sizes. Today I'm going to share some of my personal experiences while highlighting 3 themes: acquiring new skills with intention, being a yes person, and anticipating the right time and the right place within your business. When I started on the SDR team at Hootsuite, I'd really never worked in this space before. I didn't really understand how sales worked or anything like that. So I took my first few months to really understand how the sales cycle ran, how all the different teams were connected, and how to nail it at my job. I learned how to have a good discovery call, how to use Salesforce, and everything in between. From there, I started to reach out to account executives, CSMs, SCs, to understand what their jobs were and how my job related to what they were doing. That overarching overview of the business helped me understand not only what I could do better in my job, but also how all of those components were connected to one another. When I kind of figured out what I wanted to be working on, I did this for 2 reasons. One was to understand what the purpose of my role was, but the other was to better understand what I wanted to do, because really when I entered the role, I had no idea. So I started shopping around, trying to figure it out, and I really found myself gravitating towards leadership. I really enjoyed ramping people up and getting them excited about Hootsuite and about sales and about SaaS, and onboarding them and seeing them be successful was as much an exciting feat for me as anything. So I started to let my manager know that that's the direction I wanted to move in, and the opportunity started to open up from there. I started training people, created sales collateral for like training people and stuff like that. And later, when a team lead role became available, there was really no conversation because I was already doing the role. This role launched me to move over to London, a place I'd never been before. I didn't know anyone here, but I had no reason to say no, and so I said yes. From there, I became a regional champion, if you will, advocating for EMEA at large, asking questions like, do you know if that's going to work in that region? Have you translated that in this region? Do you really think that August is the best time to run that campaign in France? Those types of things that nobody in North America was thinking about. That set me apart from every other person who put their hand up to take on new regions. So when the position to take on APAC became available, I was a natural choice. I was already doing the job. I already knew about all the different niggles that should be considered when managing so many countries at once, and so naturally I was considered for that position. I currently oversee a global team, which is mind-boggling considering I was selling coffee machines a few months ago. The imposter syndrome is quite real. But it's all because I put my hand up for opportunities that I wasn't necessarily comfortable with or ready for, but that I took on with a lot of gravitas, and I did my best. And this is where becoming a yes person becomes very important. It's the advice I give to every single person starting a new job, at Hootsuite or otherwise. Say yes to a new opportunity, say yes to piloting a new project, say yes to shadowing a new person or training a new person, because all of those different things that you're doing are going to equip you with a skill set that will set you apart from other people trying to do the same position as you. You get to meet new people, acquire new skills, and those types of things will lend themselves to new opportunities in the future. If you work on a small team, you're specialized. Plotting a new tech, you're an expert. Training a new person, you're a resource. Every new yes opportunity that you say, or every opportunity you say yes to, gives you a new skill set that will help position you for success in the future. I say all of this, and you need to be trusted. So keep your house in order, hit your number, all of those types of things are a given, but I had to say it. Once you figure out what your path is, advocate for yourself. Speak to people, let them know that that's the position that you want to be moving towards, because you may be overlooked for lack of advocacy, not for lack of skills. Finally, it's really important to know your business inside out and backwards. Anticipate where the business is moving, how things are going to be changing in the next 6 months, 12 months, 20 months. It's all very important to understand not only where the business is, but where it's going. Understand hiring and firing practices. When are budgets being put through? Where's the business putting their money in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 quarters? what teams are going to be growing, who's not performing, whose backfill might become available soon. All of these types of things are extremely important and help set you up for success so that you can both position yourself to take those roles, but also anticipate the skills that you will need to learn in order to be in a position to take them. My career is far from over. I have new skills to learn, new people to meet, new opportunities to take advantage of, and I couldn't be more excited. I'm acting intentionally and moving myself towards new opportunities that put me out of my comfort zone, saying yes when I have no idea what I'm doing, all while advocating for myself and staying one step ahead of the business by knowing it inside out and backwards. If you set your intention, you'll know always how to move towards it, and the rest will fall into place. Being in the right place at the right time is only as good as how prepared you are to take advantage of the opportunities in front of you. Anticipating the needs of the business and equipping yourself with the experience and skills to fill its gap will ensure you are the obvious choice. Thank you.